Guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Racing C. Today we'll be completing 100% of the Ferrari J50 limited series. So these are the rewards for 25, 50, 75 and 100% of the limited series. So we're now going to go into the first race of the episode. It is going to be getting 25% at the limited series, a cup with 2 laps at the Bugatti circuit, and it is a night race. So here are the upgrades I have so far. However, these are probably not going to be enough because I'm pretty sure you need 63 point something PR to complete this event, and I only have 57.2. But now let's start the first race of the episode to get 25%. Then later we'll be getting 50, 75, and then the 100% completion race. So I think that is on less than 22 cars at the Bugatti circuit. It is the start of it and the end of it is similar to Le Mans. I'm pretty sure it is part of Le Mans, a variation of Le Mans. And yes, it is less than 22 cars, only 16 cars in this whole race. I'm going to slow down so that I can go around the outside for this first turn here. Then I can get the inside line of into the braking point. Look at that, lots of overtakes already. That was definitely the smart move there. Up into 5th place now, getting blocked by that yellow Ferrari right there. Now up into 4th place. We have gotten an incredible start already, only in the first lap. Around the outside to get into the podium positions of the race now. We're going to get around the outside to get another overtake. Up into 2nd place in the race within the first few corners only. And going a little bit too fast out of that corner right there. We're now going to start chasing Hoodoo Voodoo in a blue Ferrari. And now we're into the braking section of this corner right here. I believe this is the final part of the racetrack. No, wait, the final corner is similar to this corner. And now we're right behind him, bumping him a little bit. But now we're going to go to the inside from this chicane right here. I think we'll be able to get the overtake now. And yep, there we go. We have now gotten into the lead of the French Grand Prix. And now we're going to go start pulling away and then win the race. And I think now is the real final part of the track. And yeah, it is pretty much exactly the same, 90 degree to the right turns. Now we're exiting the final corner of the first lap of the race to now begin the final lap of the race now. Just about, there we go, 200 meters in front of the 2nd place Ferrari J50. And actually, I believe that the Ferrari J50 was only sold in Japan. And I think it has a series like Japanese Ultra, I'm pretty sure, in Master. And I think it's because this car was only sold in Japan, hence it's called the Ferrari J50. I assume it's called the J50 because they only made 50 models, because usually supercars only have very few amounts, like very few supercars get more than 1,000 versions made. But look at that, look at how quickly we're pulling away from the 2nd place Ferrari J50. However, at the end we're probably going to be very close to losing the races, because they are definitely going to be gradually getting harder and harder. And also I'm doing this with the cheapest upgrades possible. And I think I'll show the costs of the upgrades at the end of the video as well. Sliding a little bit out of that chicane right there. Just about a 300-meter lead. 2/3 away from a 1 kilometer lead from the 2nd place car. Drifting there a little bit. But now we're going to go into the final section of the track to win the French Grand Prix. The beautiful Ferris wheel right there. Now we're entering the final corner, exiting the final corner. There it is, the finish line, and there we go. We have now won the first race of the episode, the French Grand Prix, just under 3 minutes. And now we'll be going and checking out the rewards for 25% completion. And now let's go ahead, get our trophy and the new tier unlocked bonus, and then the 15 and the 25%. So there it is, the new tier unlocked and the bonus, 5,000 RS. Now the rewards, and there we go. We have now completed 25%, 750 VP, 5 gold, and 15,000 RS. So now we'll be going on to the next race, which is getting 50% of the Ferrari J50 limited series. Okay guys, we're now in the race to get 50% of the Ferrari J50 limited series. It is elimination at Circuit de Catalunya, the Spanish Grand Prix, I'm pretty sure. and it is going to be only 8 cars. I'm pretty sure that the eliminations could have more or less than 8 cars. However, I've only seen 8 cars my whole life in this game. But now we're going to start the race immediately in last place. So I think we're going to go around the outside for the first corner and hopefully get a lot of overtakes. There we go, around the outside. We're out of the danger zone now. Oh my goodness. Oh, now we're sliding and went off track there, but we almost made it without going off track through that whole corner there. Around the outside, passing the yellow Ferrari right there to get up into 4th place, passing a white Ferrari J50 to get into the podium positions through the inside to get 2nd place into the drafting of the first place car through the inside of this corner here, and we have now taken the lead of the Ferrari J50 Limited Series Spanish Grand Prix, I'm pretty sure. And now we need to just stay in the lead and not let Man. I think Man is one of the faster bots in the game, but Dr. Periwinkle is the number 1 fastest bot in the game. However, I've actually had sometimes when Moises Gabi, which is usually the slowest bot in the entire game. I'm sure you've seen them if you've seen Moises Gabi, the username, if you've been playing Real Racing 3 as last place or very close to last place in the game. It's because, and sometimes he's actually faster than the fastest bot. I'm pretty sure it's one of the rarest things in the game to see the slowest bot faster than the fastest bot. But I will show some clips if I do see him in like different races. Now we're already into the top 4 guaranteed, pulling away from Man, just about 80 meter lead. And now we're going to pull away even more, over 100 meters in front of the 2nd place car. And then now we're just going to get into the podium positions there. Now only 3 cars remaining, including us, and we are in the lead. And actually, in first person, this car is very, very nice, especially the steering wheel. Whoops. The steering wheel, I believe, has Formula 1 inspired like gear shift indicators like that right there, where the lights go when all 5 lights are on. You have to click upshift or something. I think that's how it works. I'm not a Formula 1 driver though. Now we're exiting the final corner to get I think the 3rd lap now. And now the 2nd place car is just about to be eliminated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. We have now won the Spanish Grand Prix. And we're actually now behind the 2nd place car, even though we somehow won. But now let's go ahead and check our rewards for completing 50%. We didn't complete this whole tier yet, so we won't be getting a new tier unlocked bonus. But we will be getting the trophy. So now we've gotten the trophy of the elimination, and there we go. We have now completed 50% of the J50 Limited Series, 1000 VP, 15 gold, 25,000 RS. So now we'll be going to the next race, which should be the 75% of the Ferrari J50 Limited Series. Okay guys, we're now in the next race, which is actually not 75%, but it is a cup with 3 laps at Silverstone. So I actually found this race pretty difficult here, the upgrades I have so far. I don't think this is enough upgrades to complete the series, but this actually was one of the hardest races for me, and I didn't find any videos on it on YouTube, so I don't think anyone has actually shown a tutorial how to do this. But if you do the endless endurance at Silverstone in F1, you probably are familiar with this type of racing. However, drivers like me, which drive normally and don't usually do off-track cutting that much, I'm actually going to be showing you here one of the cuts right here, because this is only 3 laps and this is one of the shortest tracks in the whole game. We do lose 1 position right there, but now we're already up into 8th place. This track is also pretty tight, so it's hard to get lots of overtakes. Here is one of the biggest cuts in the whole game. I think this is what you do in the normal endless endurance at Silverstone in the F1. And look at that, already up into the podium positions in just 2 cuts, and only in the first lap. I actually could not get up into this point when I was driving normally, but I just found out those cuts, and I didn't find any videos on it online. So now we're just going to do those cuts again to hopefully get into the lead, and then sliding quite a lot. Now we're into the lead of the race with Oral Pod. I'm pretty sure he's a quite fast bot as well. Let's try to block him, and if you're still having trouble, you can just take the cuts again, like right here. Um, and that's basically just it. And now I think you could do bot slowing, which is intentionally losing lots and lots of times on purpose. I think the best races to do that is in very short races, like speed snaps, not speed records, but speed snaps, and autocross, which are very easy to lose multiple times, and also the drag races where you can slow down the bots. And I think you need to lose multiple times only in the Ferrari J50, because I don't think if you lose in lots of times in one car, it affects all of the cars. I think if you go very slow in one car, the bots will be only easier in that car. So you can I think we have already have this series already has some drag races, autocrosses, and speed snaps, so you can definitely try doing bot slowing. However, I'm just doing it like this to do it as quickly as possible, because I found these cuts like on my 5th or 6th try. But there it is, the finish line now, and now we have won the British Grand Prix with a little bit of cheating, but only a little bit. And that's just basically a useful tip. Now we'll be going on to the 75%. Hey guys, now we're at 75%, and we're going to be doing a Hunter at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I think this is the road course, not the oval. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the road course, not the oval version. So if you're not familiar, a hunter is basically you just wait a really long amount of time, and then try to chase down a Nissan Silvia. I think that there is no hunter races earlier in the series. You need to I think you only in the fastest cars in the game, like this Ferrari J50, not the fastest but supercars in the game, where you can find hunter races, because you need to chase down a Silvia. And if you're in a really slow car like the Silvia, for example the BMW 1 Series M, I don't know what it's called, but it's it's the first BMW you get in the game. Now we're going to go up into 6th place. I didn't check what is the distance to get for first place in the loading screen. But now I think I can see the Nissan Skyline, and it's actually fitting because the Nissan Skyline is from Japan, Nissan. And we're going to take this cut right here, and look at how quickly we're going to be able to pull away right here. And also that just makes sense because we're in a Ferrari. This has great acceleration, great top speed, and incredible compared to the super slow Nissan Silvia, probably not even upgraded. Look at this, oh my goodness, almost 1 full kilometer right here. If I went a little bit faster, I definitely could have gotten a 1 kilometer lead. But now let's go ahead, take our trophy, and then collect the rewards for completing 75% of the series. Now I didn't get it within the first 24 hours, which is the free and instant servicing and free and instant R&D. But now we're going to go ahead and take our trophy, and 75% complete. 1,500 VP, 20 gold, 40,000 RS. And now we've actually gotten a reward of 60 gold. That's going to be huge amounts of gold right now. And now we're going to head over to the 100% completion race. Okay guys, we're now in the final race of the episode. This is the final race of the Ferrari J50 Limited Series. This is every single tier completed now, except for the final tier, tier 15. It is a cup with 5 laps at Laguna Seca. Here are the upgrades I've done so far. 5 on engine and 3 on everything else. I'll show the costs of that at the very end of the video after this race. So because it's going to be 5 laps, I don't think that it's going to be having any condition at all at the end of this series. Maybe I'll make a video testing this car out in the series, like I said, Japanese Ultra. And now we're going to start the race in 22nd place before the final corner, which is going to be massively slowing us down. But it's fine because we are the greatest driver of all time in Real Racing 3, and we're going to win this race. Now we're going to start chasing Propeller Factory to go up out of the 20th place, and oof, crashed straight into Pungent Sauce. But it's fine because we're still going to win this race, even though we've probably gotten a completely destroyed front end now through the inside of that yellow Ferrari right there. That was a very clean overtake. Now we're going to go around the outside for a couple of more overtakes. But now, oh my goodness, just around outside without going off track. Around the outside again. We're about to go into the top 10 in the race now. Sparks is ahead of us. I think he's an offline bot, which means even if you're like a different person in a different account, you're still gonna see him whether or not. And now we're going to go into 9th place, challenging for the 10th place there. But now we're into the 9th place and smashing again. This guy slowed us down. Modester Lingerfelter, I think his name was. And now we're going to go up into 8th place. And his name is Gast, like the nether mob Gast, which is white, like his Ferrari J50, which is also white. Through the inside. Now we're up into 7th place, only in the first lap. Now we're going to start the second lap of the race, and oh my goodness, our Ferrari is completely destroyed. But that doesn't actually matter, because we're probably going to have zero condition even if we got completely clean race. And now we're going to start chasing the 6th place Ferrari J50 through the inside of this corner right here. Now we're up into 6th place. Speedy Parkins is actually quite speedy, and now we're going really slow because we went off track there. But now we're going fast again. We're chasing this 5th place Ferrari, and the cars in front of us are actually starting to spread out a little bit. So we need to increase our pace by quite a bit now. To the inside for 5th place in the race. Now we have Voodoo in 4th place, and that means we only need to overtake 4 more cars, which is definitely when we still definitely have plenty of time to get those 4 overtakes. I think we can just about to get 4th place in this lap. Yep, he's right in front of us. Look at this, super close. That's sunset, I think, this timing. Now through the inside, no, we're not able to get him, but in the first corner I think we can get him. Now we're starting the 3rd lap of the race, just behind the 4th place car of Voodoo. And now I believe the cars are actually spreading out a lot now, so we need to go a lot faster. Now through the inside, there we go, we're up into 4th place in the race. We're now going to be chasing the 3rd place, 2nd place and 1st place podium cars. So now they're actually still quite a little bit together, but we need to increase our pace, especially because I went off track quite a lot of times. So I did a cut there, but that was because it was just taking quite a while to get up into 1st place. But look at that, the 1st place car is actually getting blocked by a back marker, which means a car that has been lapped or is going to be lapped. And look at that, even though he got the overtake now, because that back marker was in front of him and a lot slower, he also got blocked and slowed down. And now we're right behind the 1st place Ferrari J50. Through the inside, we have now gotten into the lead of the I think this is the American Grand Prix Laguna Seca. Now we're exiting the final corner to start the final lap of the race in the lead of the race. Look at how quickly we're pulling away from him. Those back markers definitely helped in slowing him down and helping us to catch up to the 1st place car and then into the lead. So now we're going to go through these first few corners, sliding a little bit there, but I think now we're going to win the race. We have already gotten 70 meters distance between us, 80 meters now around the outside of that white J50. And look at that, that's gonna slow him down even more, because I'm pretty sure all of the bots take the exact same racing line. So that means whether or not if he gets overtaken quickly, he's still going to get slowed down, because he's gonna have to go off the racing line. So then even if he gets the overtakes very quickly, he still loses speed. However, we, the player, can do our own racing lines, so then we can easily get those overtakes. Look at that, not even 1 second behind that guy blocking us. So now we're going to go into the final section of the track now. I see the final corner now, passing another Ferrari J50 at the very end. Now exiting the final corner, there is the finish line. And there we go, we have now won the American Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure our car is quite a lot messed up, but that's fine because we're gonna service it anyways. Look at that, instantly we're gonna have zero condition because of the 5 laps. But now let's go ahead and take our rewards. So here are the upgrades: 5 in engine, 3 in everything else. I'll show you the costs later. And now let's go ahead and take our rewards for completing 100%. Okay, there we go guys. We have now completed 100% of the Ferrari J50 limited series. Here's the J50 2000 VP 40 gold and 50,000 RS. So there it is guys. We have now gotten the Ferrari J50. And here are the costs on the screen right now for all of the upgrades I did. I found the upgrade costs on the website, so that's how I found it out. But that's it for this episode guys. So like, subscribe, and bye guys.